Hey guys, Dellman here, and let's get on to this video. So this one is a Star Citizen roll video and par requested by the comments in the last video, bounty hunting. So let's jump right in here. So in the verse, there will be a select group of people who will choose to go down the Bounty Hunter road. A road that is filled with peril and adventure. Right, now here's what you need to know. So, with Star Citizen roles and things, as I've covered in my last videos, there is a lot to do in Star Citizen, and trust me, I've got a whole lot more videos to do on Star Citizen roles. There's more coming. So, basically, when it comes to bounty hunting, there's a bunch of stuff you should know. It's going to be more like a detective role than people think, because with bounty hunting, as it has been in certain other games, you have to track down the target and figure out where they are. There's not always going to be a guarantee that they're going to be there, and it might be a bit like a detective game. Especially with players. When it comes to players, it'll give you like last known locations and things like that, and it might, you know, give you updates on where they are if recent info comes in, like, you know, they get picked up on a security scan and stuff like that. That can help you. So, you've got your ship, you're now headed out into the verse after your target. Let's say your target's name is Jones, Trucker Jones. Trucker Jones is wanted for, you know, 3 counts of murder and the destruction of valuable items. So you're after him, and, you know, you get a message that says he's somewhere on this planet. You know, he could be at this bar or something, because bounties will not just be players, they'll be NPCs. So, you know, it could be an NPC. He's at this bar on this planet. So you'll have to go down to that planet and try and capture or kill him. There will be bounties that will say, you know, you have to kill the target and stuff like that, but there'll also be bounties for capture and stuff like that. So capture is going to be more of the interesting one. I'll be talking more about the ships you'll need for capturing or killing your target in a little bit later in the video. So, first of all, before you go down there to that planet, you need to think to yourself, you know, do you have the correct equipment for the job? Do you have the right weapons? Do you have armor? Do you have a personal medical kit with you just in case things go bad? Is your ship gassed up and ready to leave in a hurry? Things like this. So you'll go down there and you'll, like, you know, land on the planet. You'll be ready to take in your first bounty. Be sharp and have your wits about you, because it's almost a guarantee this guy's going to have buddies that are going to come out of nowhere and boom, that's it. You know what I mean? You're going to be in serious trouble. So you go down there, you go in the bar, you go to bring him in, or you go in there to kill him. You simply walk up, you find your target, you pull out your gun, and you blow his head off. Now what? Sure, you've collected the bounty, but then you've got, you know, angry security forces after you because you pulled out a gun in, you know, maybe a fire area, but, like, you know, with less restrictions. And people are going to be after you. People are going to be angry, and who knows, you might even get a bounty on your head for, you know, shooting in a public place. You see, you got to weigh out the risks and things like this when, you know, going around, you know, in the verse collecting bounties and looking for people who have bounties on their heads. So that's one scenario. Let's go with another scenario, like, you know, you're in space. The guy you're after is in your sights and you're trying to shoot him down. You gotta be careful that your ship is, you know, like, fully capable of bringing him down, because if you're in a ship that is not as, you know, not as well armored or as well armed or as maneuverable as that guy you're chasing, and if it's a player, you're gonna be in serious trouble, because he could quite literally pull a fast one on you, spin around, and, you know, tear up your launch pad, if you get what I mean. So that'll be not very good, will it? So you need to, first of all, assess the target and see if it's worth it. You know what I mean? See if it's worth your time and effort to bring him in, because if it's going to be one of those scenarios where it can go 50-50, it's not always what you want to do. Because if it can go 50-50, there's always a chance it can go bad for you and you'll end up losing your ship and maybe your life, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants to have more risk than reward. So look for people that are easy to bring in, people that are, you know, flying ships that are maybe a bit beaten up, or ships that aren't as good as yours. The trick to being a bounty hunter, or a good bounty hunter, is to have the perfect ship for the type of work that you do. So now let's go into more detail about ships and bounty hunting and things like this. Right, so let's get started in our list of bounty hunter ships. First of all on the list is the Avenger Stalker. Initially designed as Aegis frontline carrier ship for the military, the Avenger Stalker took a different path, ultimately having a long and storied career as the standard patrol craft of the UEE Advocacy. Utilizing its cargo hold for prisoner transport, the Avenger features a sturdy, reliable hull and the capacity for larger than expected engine mounts. This is a standard Avenger chassis with the Stalker prisoner transport module pre-installed. So with this Avenger, you're going to get decent firepower and you're going to have a good cargo capacity of 4, which is 4 people. You'll be able to transport them around, a max crew of 1, which is you, the pilot. Its main focus on the ship is interceptor / bounty hunting, so this is a good bounty hunter ship. Now let's have a look at additional equipment. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 additional equipment slots. That's pretty good. Max shield size of 3, 2 size 3 pylon mounts, 1 size 3 gimbal mount, and 2 size 2 fixed weapon mounts. Please be careful, guys, as the numbers are prone to changing. Primary engines are tier 4, which isn't bad at all. It also has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 maneuvering thrusters, which is pretty good, and a size 3 power plant. As it goes, this is a pretty darn decent starter ship if you're looking to get into bounty hunting, and you can purchase this one right now from the RSI store. So, this is a good one, the Avenger Stalker. Now, for when you don't want to bring him home alive, the Gladius. The Gladius is an older design, which has been updated over the years to keep up with modern technology. In military circles, the Gladius is beloved for its performance and its simplicity, a fast, light fighter with a laser focus on dogfighting. The Gladius is an ideal interceptor or escort ship. Technical overview: short-range patrol fighter, primary engines, 2 tier 2 engines. And what do we have here in maneuvering thrusters? We have 8 tier 1 maneuvering thrusters and a power plant size 2. We have fixed mount, 2 size 2 mounts. We have gimbal mount size 1, pylon mount size 2, shield size 3, and 0 additional equipment. Basically, the Gladius is a pretty decent fighter craft. I'd highly recommend it if you're going to be focused on, just taking out your target when he's in space, or he's in transport from one location to another. Mind you, this ship will have a small gas tank on it, so be sure to refuel, at every given opportunity, because it is a short-range patrol fighter at heart. But its good firepower and excellent speed and maneuverability make it a good bounty hunting ship. That's why it's on the list. So yeah, check out the Gladius, guys, and I think you'll have plenty of fun with it. So good entrance into the bounty hunting world with this one. Alright, the next ship on this list is the Budget Bruiser, as I like to call it, or the Aurora LN. With more robust shield generator and a pair of additional weapon hardpoints, the Legionnaire is a dedicated combat fighter built to handle any obstacle in the universe can throw at you, unless it's another ship. So let's have a look at this ship. The Aurora LN is gonna be the cheapest one on this list when it comes to, being a dedicated bounty hunter. It's gonna be easy to maintain, easy to repair the damage. It's gonna be able to handle a couple of knocks and a couple of bad landings here and there. You're gonna be able to leave it in the worst possible places in the universe and no one's gonna steal it. So, with the Aurora LN, let's have a look at what you get here in this ship. Focus: Militia Patrol. Let's see, Tier 3 primary engines. Maneuvering thrusters, we have 8 of them, size 1, and a size 2 power plant, fixed mount size 2, and we also have 2 size 2 gimbal mounts and 1 size 2 pylon mount, a size 3 shield, and 1 additional equipment slot. So with this ship, it's dirt cheap, it's gonna be sturdy, it's gonna be, fairly reliable, but don't expect to last long in any kind of a fight. If you pick a fight with something that's built to kill things, then, you're in trouble. But if you're intercepting someone, their ship's a bit beaten up and they're trying to get away desperately from one location to the next, and they manage to evade capture, this is your chance to knock them out of the sky completely unaware. You've got lots of firepower for initial strike, but this thing is not built for prolonged combat. So yeah, highly recommend this one, as it's, because of its price tag, it is dirt cheap when it comes to picking a bounty hunter ship. So yeah, the Aurora Legionnaire. Alright, the next ship in this list is a luxury one, the 325A, so let's read what it says. Just because rough galaxy doesn't mean you need to sacrifice your comfort, the 325A can come out on top in any dogfight. The 325A features an advanced weapon payload, as well as a custom targeting system designed especially for the 325A by Will's OP. Right, so with this ship you're going to be getting luxury, yes that is true, and good firepower. But there's also something else you're getting with this ship, is incredible speed and agility. So let's have a look at the technical information here. Its focus is interdiction, which is good when you're a bounty hunter. Primary engines, tier 4. So that means it's pretty quick, folks. Maneuvering thrusters. There is 12 tier 1 maneuvering thrusters, which means you're going to be one really agile rabbit. No one's going to catch you, trust me. This is going to be a good bounty hunting craft. Power plant size 3. Fixed mount 2 size 2, gimbaled mount size 2, pylon mount 2 size 3, shield size 3, and 1 additional equipment slot. That means this ship is going to be fast, maneuverable, and have a good weapon payload. It's also got a bed on board, which means it has a sleeping quarters if you're going to be staying a while in the location. The next ship in this list, one of my favorites, the Cutlass Black. Drake Interplanetary claims the Cutlass Black is a low-cost, easy-to-maintain solution for in-system militia units. The larger-than-average cargo hold, RIO seat, and dedicated tractor mount are, the company literature insists, for facilitating search and rescue operations. Or as I put it, if you're a Westverse runner, one bad mother got a rattlesnake suitcase under your arm, or you're a mean machine drinking gasoline and violence makes your motor run, then this is the ship for you, Sonny Jim. This is the Cutlass Black, and there's a group of you looking to do some bounty hunting. This is going to be the ship to do it in, as a group. It's got a max crew of 3 here, and let's see what else it says here in the details. 2 tier 4 engines, and we're also looking at here 12 tier 1 maneuvering thrusters and a size 4 power plant, which isn't bad at all. Fixed mount 2 size 3s, we got a gimbal mount size 3, pylon mount 2 size 2s, man turret size 1, shield size 4, and 2 additional equipment slots, which make this a pretty good bounty hunting ship. Its focus is militia and patrol, and it's got 33 units of cargo capacity, which isn't so bad. It's also got spare seats in the rear, you know, just in case you want to bring someone home alive. Or, you know, maybe you might need to bring a group of friends with you to storm a location. This is an all-round good bounty hunting craft for space combat and planetary combat, which means you can land somewhere and storm a building if you need to with a group of guys and take out the bounty if he's, you know, holed himself up in a place, you know, with teammates guarding him. So yeah, this is a pretty decent ship. I hope you like the little description there on it. So yeah, let's go with the Cutlass Black if there's a group of you. This is a good one for that. So good luck guys with this one. So that's sort of like a rough overview of like sort of starter to medium ships for this bounty hunting role. Almost any fighter class vessel will do the trick. There are so many fighters in Star Citizen that you could choose any, and I would have done them all in this video, but there is a lot of them to cover, and it probably would have taken me today until tomorrow, and I want to get this video out today so you guys can enjoy it. So, in terms of the role of the bounty hunter, you're gonna need to watch out for other things such as, you know, false, you know, callings. Like, you know, someone could say, oh yeah, there's a guy who's got a bounty on his head in this location. You could go there, and then you could be destroyed. It could be a trap. There could be people there claiming, you know, that there's a target here that needs, you know, to be taken out or to be brought in, and you'll go in there, and boom, it's an ambush, and they've killed you and captured your ship or destroyed your ship and collected its salvage. So watch out for that, folks. There's a very real threat of being, you know, called or going to a trap, basically, you know, a trap kind of scenario. Also, when bounty hunting, you're gonna need to be able to, you know, you have to keep your wits about you and stuff, but you're also gonna need to buy better EVA gear and you know, armor for your character. You need to buy weapons, you know, on foot stuff as well as stuff for your ship. Being a bounty hunter is going to be a very costly career. You're going to be constantly buying things like ammunition and fuel and repairs and, you know, medical fees and medical equipment. You're going to need to buy armor. You're going to need to buy weapons like I just said, but weapon upgrades, ammunition of course. All the little things are going to add up at the end of the day. So sure, it might be a very lucrative thing if the bounty is high enough, but you gotta remember, the higher the bounty, the higher the risk. And some bounties might be so low, you know, like so small, that it's not worth doing it if it's, you know, in space. It might be only worth doing it if you're on foot. So, you know, say you're a bounty hunter and you're between jobs and you're walking around, and there might be a bounty on some guy in the bar that, you know, you spot. You give him a quick check on your mobi-glass, and it turns out he's got a bounty on him for maybe 2,000 credits. Yeah, might as well, you know, bring him in or take him out for the 2,000 credits. Could be good. Or you can make him pay you 5,000 credits for you not to kill him. So that's the stuff. The life of a bounty hunter is mainly a solitary life, but a fun one. It's gonna be a real adventure, I think, personally. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for joining me on these videos. And it's been a real fun adventure so far, bringing you these roll videos. I've had to dig up plenty of old info on the RSI website and go through many Star Citizen videos on the official Star Citizen YouTube channel. If you guys want to find out any more stuff on this, I highly recommend you go to the Star Citizen YouTube channel and the Star Citizen website. And there's plenty more info there. So, you know the drill, Commanders. I'll see you in the verse, and fly safe. Oh, and one last thing. If you're a bounty hunter and you are looking for a more group activity, if you want to look for an organization, feel free to join my org, Death Corp. We need people that are like bounty hunters and people like that. So to join us and help us in our fight against piracy and our search and rescue tasks and things like this. So if you feel like you want to join an organization that has plenty of things for you to do so you can alternate between different roles and get your trading done in safety, then this organization is the organization for you. So yeah, I'll put a link to it in the description below. As always, guys, you know the drill. Like I just said, fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse.